Let's delve into SolidWorks sketching once more. So let's just focus on lines for a minute. So I'm going to delete everything I've got here. Do yes to all. And then I have my system set so my sketches don't delete automatically, so the children don't get destroyed. Because a lot of times you'll want to reuse the sketch. But let's sketch. And let's look at line again. So we have angled line, horizontal, vertical, angle. Now, the reason you might want to get this granular is, yes, you can sketch a line and see your icon, the yellow horizontal dash is showing you your constraint is horizontal. And the same thing will go for vertical. See the vertical click? Now angle can be just that. But what's kind of interesting, kind of cool, is if you know you want a horizontal line, you can just sketch them. Boom. You don't have to worry about it being at an angle. If you notice where my start and stop points are, so that's a good reason maybe why you want to have horizontal. And then so vertical, same thing. You just want vertical lines. The one though that can be even more useful is an angled line. You could set your angle, or let's say you want to go from a point and you want an angle. Well, it's just like sketching the line, isn't it? Well, what happens? Get out of this. So you boom, and then put angle, and then I know I want a 30-degree angle. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm getting 30 degrees from 0. So even this is the acute angle from below, it's still 30 degrees from horizontal. So let's just do dimension real quick. 30 degrees. But I wanted to kind of hover over this because there's infinite length. Why would you ever want to do infinite length? Well, infinite length can really be a tool for you to use when you have parts that are big, especially. So let's say you have your, like I used to work on dishwashers. So you'd have a boss, let's say you had a boss in the upper left-hand corner, and then over 20 inches away you had a boss over here. This is a pretty simple sketch, so you can see that the two are coincident. So let's just say you create more geometry around this. And now I want to do something. Do something on this side. It just so happens that because of requirements, we need to add a dimple in here. And let's just say we did that. And then engineering comes back and says, well, industrial design, so let's say we finish our sketch out and we've made our product, blah, blah, blah. So we're just going to finish it. And then engineering says, hey, we need a feature, the same feature on the other side. Well, I know your brain's probably going to go to mirroring, but for the sake of education, let's go back to the sketch, because even mirroring in the sketch. Let's just say these things are centered and you could just center over it. Well, the key here is to learn. So let's say you've got something that's really long and you need to work on the one side. Well, if I do a horizontal infinite length, let's say I want the center line of that. So now I got it. Oh, and we want it just to be a construction. So now I can zoom right in here and I can make a feature whatever size I want. And I know that this is horizontal to the other side. That's huge. That's why you need to really know your tools. Because that's why you'd use an infinite line. Like the only caveat to the infinite line, and to me it's a huge thing that SolidWorks has never tried to fix, is if you want to show your dimensions in your drawing, which I highly recommend. And so you'll argue with that, and again, I don't care. You can do whatever you want. But I just wanted to show that in the line command. And remember, in my lines, we had it set to, in the trim command, I had keep trim entities as construction geometry. So that's why you're seeing the construction lines. Now, another another option you get in the trim command is this ignore trimming of construction geometry. So if you've already got construction lines and you don't want them trimmed, you get that. They just aren't trimmed. Well, let's turn that off. So ignore. So keep trim entities as construction geometry is checked. It won't delete them either. It won't trim them. But if you, for some reason, don't have that selected, you can say ignore trimming as well. And there'll be instances where you're going to want to do that. So just a small update. I hope you have a great day.